start you up. Been a week, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been a week since we last were in here. Coffee and new chair? Spoonfuls, how you doing? Drop on that host. Careful coasting. I saw something about that. And I'll lift you up as well. So, since last time, a few things have changed. This is a lot more sensible than it was. This is way more sensible. It's still a little bit tangled, but it's a lot better than what it was.
What up Mojo? Happy 4 months homie. Don't have the bits to drop in so I had to make some noise.
Thank you very much either way. It doesn't... Either way, any way you can make some noise to drop in's fine. Thank you very much for the 4 months. Really appreciate that. I should go over those again at some point. Hey! I mean, the honks are free. I did make one go back the other way, but for some reason, it was the honks were a lot closer together, and I don't know why, even though it should have been the same clip. So yeah, this thing isn't this horrible tangled mess that it was last time. It's actually nice and neat and sensible. Free the honks. Just imagine if you had to pay for like 50 cents per honk. That'd be terrible. There's a lot of belt weaving going on as well here. But yeah, that thing's completely done. What else did I do? I can't remember now. I think some more of this got built. There. Cleaned up the labs. Or sort of. One's built again. When I say cleaned up, I mean one's built again. Need to go over that at some point. Need to revise it. Need to do sulfur up here. There was a YouTube comment on one of the VODs about putting this directly over the water and just feeding the water directly into chemical plants and all that. Which is a good idea. I was sort of leaning on that way, but we'll see how we go. Hopefully I can do that. It's a lot harder to do than it used to be. In the olden days, with the old offshore pump, because it was like a narrow strip, the thing, it was really easy to do. It's a lot trickier now with a longer pump. I don't know if you can still landfill over it and get water well pumps anymore. I think this thing is actually... Yeah, this thing is actually backed up on modules. You slept in? Yeah, I may have slept in. Apparently we're fully backed on modules, which is kind of impressive. And oh yeah, I moved this down as well, that's right. That's landfill there. So there's more space for activities and things and stuff. I think more of this landfill's actually been done too. Now the first step in the great plan, in the glorious plan, is to get the next layer of circuits going. Where I'm going to put that, I have no idea. I really don't know. It's going to need access to water, so I suppose over here has potential, but this thing's going to extend over to like there. It's going to extend quite far away. So I need to decide. I kind of wanted to cut off the expansion of the base over there. Because I have the science production over here. Maybe turning attention to science might be an idea. Start science production there and see how big it is. You know, the silos up here and all that. I could lay it that way. Could lay it that way. That way it doesn't take as much horizontal space. No rush to expand circuits. That's true. I mean, I think I did actually build a second one while I was at it. Didn't even notice I did that. I need to see which is actually quicker. If anything, I should probably start pushing towards more reds too. What I really need is not kill roboports. So like that. I was trying to use the arrow keys like Creeper World, and it was like, why isn't that working? Oh dear. There we go. Planning watching the next Rocket Lab launch in 9 hours. Another one leaves the crust. That's a catchy title. I didn't have plans to. Today's gonna be a weird day. It's also a cold day. Very, very cold day. That doesn't look right. Does it? Oh no, it is right. Like, what's going on there? Merge chests? I mean, yeah, merge chests. I'm trying not to merge them all into one giant chest, though. Yeah, they, did I actually check this? I don't know if I did. Tell you what, let's plug it in either way. Uh, iron, copper, plastic. So we need to get plastic up and running. And yeah, we'll make a move on this, getting the next one going. Probably the next two even. The next two. That actually got full coverage. It does have, amazingly has full coverage. And somehow I'm out of steel. We need to connect up steel too. I tidied up steel as well. It's fully complete, so it's got all the wobbling in between to cycle each thing. I did actually build an unload for it. I didn't remember doing it. I I did quite a few things here and there. Right. There's also a PAX network now. It's the same as the other one. I also forgot to turn off the oh, that's not the one with the boost on it. Forgot to turn off the colorblind wires. Slava music. Schlev. I wish it to be Slav music. Dropping that prime. Thank you very much for that. Show you some love and hype and hink in the chat there for the Slav with the prime. So you gotta have a hink. Da da da. Name it? No. We naming these. In fact, what even are you? You're iron. Right, so we got our iron unload. Fact. That's wrong. We need to fix this. So, we're just going to call it unload. And they'll all be the same name. It's going to be a bit of a pain to fix everything retroactively. Yes, what's everyone got going on for the weekend now that it's actually, unlike yesterday, now everyone is actually at least on Friday night. At worst. Okay, they should be there. Yep. Right, let's come back over here. You were iron. Uh, iron. I should change it to unload and then the item as well. Like this. Because then they're all together. Yeah. So then you get better grouping. You do it like that. The E thing. It kind of works. Copper plate. Yeah, both were copper plate. Unload copper plate. Unload iron plate. Unload iron. Iron. Iron helps us play. Classic. Absolute classic. Right, there should be 16 and 15. Yeah, and then load circuits. Just get way better item grouping that way. So, unload plastic, empty cargo. And we're just going to go all in on the train stop thing. The train stop limits. So yeah, each one of these would be like two. And this will be universal. 2 and 2. Okay, good morning. Isn't it, isn't it like 10 or 11, or is it midnight already over there? I thought it was still Friday night over there. Either way, good morning. Guten Morgen. 11:30. Hey, I got it right. That's fine. Alright, now we need to get over there and plug it in. Where is it there? You know what? Make these 1 for now. And then we'll change them to 2 later. Similar story for that. Let's change it to 1. That to 1. Eh. How you doing anyway? Got any plans for the weekend? Anything going on? Or is it lockdown? I don't actually remember. Is it lockdown up there again? I can't go there. Trouble is, I turned my train building track into like an actual thing where trains do stuff. Oh, 9th of Feb. Damn. We're sort of sitting on the edge at the minute. Again. Stupid Queenslanders. Oh, I don't want to place. There we no. I'm shift clicking and it's not clicking. It's just being mean. Bots? Bots? Liz? You have track. Oh, there it goes. Oh, right. Oops. Need to cancel that. Place is not crashing. Oh, have they done something to disable it or something? I can do it that way. So is there a crash related to that now, is there? Hey, money mate. Yeah, I take it there's a crash related to it. Uh, let's come into here. Huh? do my usual pairing thing. I don't remember who gave me this idea originally, but it's a brilliant arrangement. Doing everything in pairs like that. And it's kinda not the best for copper and plastic like that. Kinda not the best, but it's not the end of the world. There. Do I wanna... Tell you what. Bring these up to here. And that will be equivalent. Like that. Them out of the way. Train grid. That's a good point. A very good point you make there. That probably should be up a little bit further. I actually don't know how long it's meant to be. Right, you go to outpost. I remember to change the orders on that one. The way to fix it. Mark some wire there. Close. Anything greater than 0? Anything greater than 0? Oh. How about that? There we go. Settle down signal. There's some strange race conditions that go on when you do anything occasionally. Occasionally, most of the time. Now... What was all that? Oh, stuff marked for decon. I said anything greater than 0, even though technically red is always outputting, it actually isn't. There's like a tick when it's changing. You can get a lot of bizarre things like that quite frequently. Just thinking, so they come down, cross, this comes around out the top. Suppose. One bug left there. Alright, let's... Will be stacker? Probably not. Because I'll be relying... Whoops, that's the wrong track. That doesn't matter. Yeah, because I'm going to be relying heavily on the train stop limits. I shouldn't need stackers. I've made kind of a linear stacker behind each stop, but I've set the train stop limit to 1 instead of 2 for now. That. There, and you go to outpost, please. Oh, you go onto that one as well. In theory, yeah, the plastic train should be on its way. Probably there, it is. Let's get in position. It's got to be there or there. Hello, train. So the question is, can I move this down? Just that down. To line up with that. No. What about the triangle problem? Because if you get the solution, if you're really dumb. What was the triangle problem? It sounds about right for a triangle problem, admittedly. Hit the solution of any kind of geometric problem involving triangles always makes you feel dumb. And now I can use these. Although in saying that, what I would actually use is that now. In your own time, trains. I don't need that. Yep, it's done. There we go, it's connected again. That's safe there, should be okay. It is actually receive. Yeah, it's all connecting and letting trains through. You want to see? I just hold the trains there for now. Oh. Outpost has destination limits as well. It also helps. Don't connect the second one up. Oh dear. Want to scale a triangle by its area. I want to know how to double halve the area while keeping the other dimensions proportional. Uh, but isn't that just like you just scale up each side by a fixed amount, fixed length? As long as they're all three. That's my first assumption. It could be a little trick to it. Cloakia points. See what we did there. Oh. That's what it is. It's, yeah. Right, that should free that train. I actually did 4 tracks here anyway. Eh. Oh well. You get a multiplier for a given scale. Oh, so you want to know, you want to solve for the constant that scales it. That would just be some algebra, which I'm pretty sure there's not there's an identity for that, trigonometric identity. Because triangles and everything are closely related to the unit circle, so it's... In fact, isn't it just... like if everything's scaled to 1, then you just multiply a single number through it? I want to say that. Even simpler than that. Even simpler. Whereas it's definition and number of dimensions. I was gonna say, yeah, I think I'm just edging what the answer is. Just leaning on it, where it relates to an trigonometric identity. I'll push this thing up. Now it's a little high. Now it's a little low. Can't win. Still not making use of all of the thingies. How big is the base so far? Yes. We've currently got circuits, red circuits, oil, and labs set up. What is the area when you double the sides? Does it even double? I think it will. So if you have a side of 1 and what is it? 1 and 1. Just trying to do too many things at once. How you doing, Kill Bill? It's 1 and 1, and then square root of 2 at the sides. It'd be 2 and 2, and then the square root of 2. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Something along those lines. So that's the thing I'm trying to relate it to. Area is quadruple. Yeah, that makes sense. That's normally because everything goes up by a square. I think that's true for a lot. You know what? I'm trying to remember now. I think that's true for a lot of area calculations. Generally, if there's a squaring involved, everything goes up by a square, or it's inverse square. It's either just squared or inverse squared. I completely forgot what I was about to do. Oh, that's right, bots. Grab some more of them. Can't hurt to make a few more. I might turn up the request. Ooh, hello train. Might turn up the request just to get more bots on standby. I should have like 1,000 now. The plastic train should be down. Oh, it's still waiting at the red signal there. Yeah, that'll give it a little bit more charging. It's just, this thing's too wide for the number of bots that it's got. Dimension to area will always be a squared relationship. I thought that's where I was getting stuck because it's. I thought there was some weird stuff going on. Ooh, rain. I thought there was a few exceptions for things like triangles and a few other geometric shapes. It shows you how long since I've really done any of that kind of stuff, though. It's been a while. This one's also a little lacking. Away with ye. Right, you're coming down there as well. Fortunately, we're stuck behind the train. Can really use a second copper one, though. Probably going to need to do some outposting. Probably, and don't want to, go hand in hand. Alright. I'm pretty sure this is fine. Pretty sure. Ah, you know what? I need a second copper train. It's easily acquired by doing that. Yeah, I reckon science will extend it down that way. It'll probably end up being one more or less big block. Four x equal 2i times 2w times a half. Hey, Super Chip, how you doing? X equals I times W times point. Is that I or 1? Well, let's see what this font says. A little easier. Yeah, it's just divide through by 2. Oh, L by W. Uh, triangles are area, length times width divided by more or less multiplied by c. Area must go by c squared. Yeah, to keep it balanced, to keep the linear proportions correct. Going. Oh yeah, there is actually 2 copper outposts. Bots as well. Let's go on a bot delivering adventure. And I could put blue circuits down there as well. And then after that, I do need batteries. Batteries. Just tempting to even rotate labs, or maybe even push them up a bit. Yeah. I kind of don't like the idea of it, but I'm probably going to end up with a big science block again. I do like the idea of having a dedicated science base, though. It does get a bit clunky, having said that. spent spent hours only to realise 2 times 2 is 4. It's always what it boils down to, isn't it? It's just something super simple like that. Where is the bot request? There it is. Alright, what's holding up bots? What is the slowness? You need regular batteries. You lot. Just doing your best. Just doing their best. Right, between there won't be enough room. Once, because I haven't. This one, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do because this one needs to extend up to like there. But yeah, there isn't really enough room for the track and the trains and everything. To the right. Oh, over here. That over here, the trains coming in. So the raw resources trains would be crossing the outgoing trains, and I'm trying to avoid that because the plate trains coming in is going to get pretty busy. So I'm trying to lay it out so that I'm aiming to mine up here, like bring plate the iron and copper and oil from up here down, and so they pick up here. That's why steel's up here as well, and oil's over here. Or oil goes into there. So ideally, it would probably end up being here, around here somewhere. It's just that I'm already running out of space, and I might have to push the whole base out that way further. It also doesn't help that I've sort of exposed all these patches, which I can grab as well. The thing with blues is they take green circuits, red circuits, and acid, or sulfur actually. So they would be taking the output of these, and these ones I sort of want to push out on this side of the build. Yeah, I think around here would be the way to go. I actually overdid the landfill there. Just to keep it away from the plate trains. It's sort of like the second tier of production. I'm keen to do another blob like I did with the furnaces and all that and put it around here somewhere. I actually need stone smelting at some point too. Stone's a weird one. What do I do with stone? Oh, I might do what I did on the rail bus again, where the stone outpost actually did both raw stone and brick at the same time. Can I make Captain America shield themed Barnstar for a gift? Oh, nice. All that's for a Captain America. All that effort into a Captain America shield. It's going to be a decent shield. That is. It's going to be a really good gift. That kind of geometry going into it. You only bringing like 100, but it's a start. Alright, got all 4 trains? No. Are you? No? One. Oh, I never started it, that's why. Oh dear. I also ended up back down there. Yeet. There we go. Barnstar. What's a Barnstar? Oh, it's a star that just sits on top. It's literally what it says. It's a star that sits on top of a barn. Thought it was going to be the full Captain America shield. Burp. That'll at least help it out a little bit. Like 1,000 bots would help this thing. I don't think this thing has a way to call for more. It's probably going to be another modification to be done to it. Go through there. Kind of intended to go through here. I suppose the train stop's in the way. It's why it's set up to go through there, is they can just slip through. This thing is also scrolling nicely. I think Creeper World is just a bit glitchy. With the mouse dragging. I want to say. Application is it's not the mouse. Oop. Oh, you gotta sit out there. Gotta lose radar at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three equal area. Okay, red, white, and blue outwards. Going the other way would mean you pass through 2 stops as opposed to 1 stops. Yeah. It actually correctly, most of the time correctly, accounts for the train stop that's there. Seems to, quick mind coming in the fellow. It seems to account for train stops haphazardly though. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 7. It's either 7 or 8. I'm gonna go with 8. More the merrier. Alright, theme on the stars. What do we got? That looks weird. That does actually look weird. I understand how the Partha works. It's something that I've had to endure for a very long time. I had to figure out the old one with all of its quirks. It's when you have the trains would choose their path depending on that 30-second timer. Then you really get into the crazy territory. That was insane. That was. I wouldn't. One out of 10 would never do that again. I don't actually have the second copper train, but that's fine. I did save it anyway. Remember what Mega Share designed for Colonel Will was? Oh yeah, it was good and bad, that thing. There was a lot of things in there that we didn't know were really bad at the time. Like having a train sit there not actually able to get to a train stop, as it turns out, is a really bad thing to do. But didn't know until like version 15 or 16 when the optimizations were the point where the game had run at 60 FPS so you could actually see it. Right, do we see red circuits? Probably not, because the copper plate that goes to the red circuits isn't in yet. Or is it? So they should full. Oh, there's the red circuits. The plate train for red circuits. Right now, the least predictable is the penalty for trains waiting. Yeah, that's still dependent on that 30-second timer. And it's also the expense is not... The expenses are not right. There's a backward loader, isn't there? Ah, no, there's just belts missing. It does that sometimes with the mini loaders. It doesn't always blueprint the belt that's in front of it. Inward facing T concept. Yeah, that's been a really good design of T junction. It's really hard to do those as well. I might need an outbound stacker though. Or at least some kind of place to send plate trains to get them out of unloads. Randomly, I did see a bug about that on the updates, on the changelog. I mean, we're getting red circuits out of it, so or more endposts, but that's also good. That also works. Yeah, it's seeing trains coming out, so that's a good sign. Not seeing that get built, which is, yeah, predictable. It's mainly just positioning the tracks in the right spot for it to actually work. That can be more difficult to do. Uh, I think. Would end up developing in outbound stack with train updates. Quite fun, but needs one slot every train can pass through. Sure it doesn't jam and shut in. Yeah, that's the same solution with the other map that I ended up with, is having the in and outbound, just to make sure everything moves. I wonder about having like a waypoint, like here. It's kind of, no. Then you would need a stacker. Still, it's the same thing. Eh. Anyway, uh, not called red circuits. Would you believe? What was the peak? 32. Canada issues spent so much time learning what I can't get away with signaling. Yeah, you might not have caught on to them, but yeah, the two-way is not too bad. The four-way one, there's quite a lot of little tricks. Where is it there? This one. Actually, also, this one is a lot easier to do with left-hand drive as well. Kitties, how you doing? Hi. Apply, you cannot make. And with the 3 months. Thank you very much. Show some hink and love and hype and honk and Hank.
Labu Mojo.
And Hank's not really a thing. And honk. Waypoints. Enable train limits for the final line station. That way, only like 2 would go to the end station. The others would end up at points. The waypoint one was how I did it last time. So I had the stacker behave as waypoints. So each stop in the stacker was a waypoint, and they would line up there until they were free to go in. Yeah, simple as the tracks curving, a track before the outer ones. What was I saying before? Yeah, this one. I can't point to it and hover it at the same time. But the inner track, you gotta have that cross junction, and then you gotta have all 3 tracks cross each other all at once at just the right spot for it to signal. This one is also basically it's not completely impossible, but it's a lot more difficult with right-hand drive compared to left-hand drive. The left-hand drive one's actually a lot easier. I discovered that when I was making the right-hand drive one. It's actually really difficult to make it in right-hand drive. Stress pain and overcoming a cold. That's no good at all. Down you go. Alright, I'm not allowed to ghost these anymore. Not allowed to ghost outside my own range. Because reasons. What am I after? Train stop. It's probably going to end badly. Because technically this is pushing it the wrong way. A longer curve. Yeah, it's a slightly longer curve. There. Because it has to hit that point there. It can't go anywhere above, because then the signals can't exist, and that one can't exist. If it goes down slightly, this signal doesn't. This signal generally does work. This one here and this one here does generally work, but some rotations they won't connect properly. Sometimes when you import it and rotate it, it doesn't connect properly. Getting into real weird edge cases in that one. Have access to a train? I do. Watch it live again. Night touching it's so hard to make. Yeah, but I'm kinda stuck on those for now. At least for the immediate foreseeable future. Track 1, going from bottom to right. 1. Long of a straight section. Tile shorter. So you move it, uh, move it up slightly? Interesting. You got the notification, I said option. Actually live again. Ever. Ah. Good to be here. It's good to actually be back here. Um, there we go. Circuit. Didn't help that I slept in this morning as well. There. Da, da, da. And some indeterminate length of track. This way. Probably do it by measuring this. I could also go to the trouble of actually measuring it. Like, determining how many length of track are underneath the train. I used to know those. I used to actually measure all those, and I've forgotten them all now. Yeah, look how big it is. To read it to this morning, sleep at 3:40. My body wasn't having it. Sorry, my body wasn't having getting up this morning. Wasn't having any part of it. You're missing. You're missing things. Probably not calling for modules, are you? That's kind of inconvenient. It's a complete distraction from what I'm working on as well. Tell you what, let's not get too distracted. Let's not get too distracted. Get back to the point at hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, 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 and boop. 4, 8, 10, 13, 16, question mark, question mark. 96 sounds about right. I think it was 96, wasn't it? Yeah, Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Undo. Damn it. Do exist. Yes. Despite allegations to the contrary, I do exist. Need to do a quick visit. Need to do a very quick visit up there. It's a weird time. That other slot. It's the OG one. That's when I started. Okay. Hi, train. There. I'll pretend everything's fine again. Oh yeah, the other thing is 1.3. That is significantly slower. Alright, you get the fun job of unloading that. How about now? changeover. Only 4 p.m. Friday. You're over on West Coast, aren't you? Yeah. Dizzler. 5 mini loaders. Technically, this is already more than that. Which is why I'm not too enthused about it. There we go. You're gonna do it the hard way. You're gonna be them back. There. You'll go away. Hopefully I didn't make a complete mess of that. Stack limit. These only have like a limit of 1, don't they? No? Not that it really matters. No, you can't change it anyway. Yeah, and the experiment was to see if mini loaders could actually load the trains better, but no. Stack inserters always win chest to chest. They always win the chest to chest challenge. Ah, substation. These are the important questions. Yeah, I need to fix the other one too. Fortunately... Oh. Fortunately, isn't completely full. There we go. Hopefully I won't keep copying that mistake. That time at an hour in. I want to get blues done next. I still really want to get blues done. I wouldn't mind adding some combinators to smarten up how the trains distribute down here. That way there isn't just a huge range of things to go into. Nice to meet you in Niddy Fun Fair. It'll be in Australia somewhere in 2023 for your cousin's graduation. Kitty? Oh, and Keys. Ica keeps insisting I need to go to TwitchCon, so that might happen at some point. So there's options there. There was talk at one point of my work sending me to Sweden as well. That never happened. But there's always talk of that kind of thing. There's another thing that I did a while ago that was where they were saying to send me to Malaysia, but that never happened either. Circuits, full cargo. That's definitely not going to be too crazy. If you like where you're going. Yeah, if you don't like where you're going, traveling's not fun. Yeah, at the very least, we'll catch up in a few years' time. The hell was I doing? was going to remind myself how many things I actually needed. That's really what I was just stalling on. Let's save that. Sure, I had one in here. Tell me what you're worth. Visitors, friends, but I have to get either advanced photo ID or a passport. Yeah, you actually do it without a passport? He's looking it up. 4.95. 5.9, I take it. 5.8. I probably could have just looked at this. 5.8. 5.8. So 5.8 times 16 is 92.8. How much do I need total? Still working. Yeah, it's still early afternoon there. It's not knockoff time. The total I need is 271,000. So 2.9? What? That'd be right. Did I do something wrong? Yeah, 5.8. 5.8. Oh, you're a double length. No, that's right. Double length is fine. $5.8. I'm confused. So 5.8 or 5,800. And then there's 16 of them, so 92,800 or 92.8. Or was that actually 2 million and not off by one? Or am I actually reading the right one? There's a Discord. 271,000. 36,000 science a minute. Apparently I need 1,471 machines total. I don't know. You're in lurk mode? How you doing? Now you're out of lurk mode. Well, it's 1.18 million green circuits. I'm just confused. Apparently I only need 3. I thought I need like 7. I swear I did this once before. Am I multiplying it correctly? No, I'm not. It's 46,400. I'm multiplying by 16, not 8. There you go. So 271 divided by 46.4. 5.86, there you go. So 7. 7 was right. Koala. I just, you're exposing my secrets. It's because I have to wear a mask constantly. I don't bother with the trimming and the grooming and all that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No one can see it, so I don't bother with it. I would grow a beard, but beards are too itchy. That's what happens is I always do it like once a week in the end. I should actually start putting the effort in to clean up the edges though. When I start eating mustache hair, it's time to go. Yep, definitely. Didn't I copy RoboPorts? No, they didn't. Because they didn't fit, apparently. Do now. So I'll make them fit. Oops. That was all my bots. Erp. Can imagine having one. Right, how about this? Let's copy it down a little bit more. And get power to it. Oop. One, two, three, 5, 6, 7. Yep, plenty. It's actually a lot narrower than the first one, now that they're double stacked. Chesty bags are annoying? I... Sure. Sure. I guess if you have to live with them, it's a matter of perspective. There's one there. One there. Oh, just get rid of all this crap. That poor radar that's somewhere... Actually, I think I just built over the top of the radar. It was there. Yep. Yeah... I can't say I have experience in that with chesty bags. More funny stream friends. Or stream general. My brain is getting split here. Cootie spoonfuls. Okay, I kind of half finished that, which is fine. I'm feeling extra lazy in that department. I'm still tempted to grab these and outpost them. Brain needs more. I think it does. Gives me room to squeeze maybe Blue circuit's there. The edge of the boundary of it there. One big outpost. You say that. How do you Benny? How? It's not vent anymore, it's now Benny. No longer vent into the morgue, you Benny into the morgue. How much? 162. Yeah. I mean, there's no real mining productivity, so they'll disappear in no time. I could probably. I've been botting it, but I could probably mining drill Mark 3 these things. Damn it. Oh dear. Uh, let's steal. That's that. That's blue. Here's what I prepared earlier. Somehow, some way. I also don't remember how many blue circuits were needed. We'll just pull up this side of this thing. I'll be really glad to get shift to ghosting outside of player reach back again. That would be nice. I would grumble less. Complain a lot less if I had that power back. It's just for that. It's the priorities, that is. Gotta get your priorities right. Appreciate the bit sound so much. I think you need to invest in even more at some point. I got a few, but I don't have nearly as many as I could have. As long as it doesn't become an overload of sounds, then that's fine. I don't know if you've ever been in a channel which has really super memey sounds. It's horrible after a while because it's just constantly going off. It's one thing it's why I kind of avoided it originally because I didn't want it to degenerate into that constant sounds. I mean, having said that, it's just it is basically constant honking, but at the same time, it's hilarious. A couple of days, but it seems. I think we can manage. Like that. I mean, Hink is something else entirely. It's not me and low quality. It is high quality Hink. Hink is the highest quality in bit sounds, or just sounds in general. It's not even a bit sound. I can make it a bit sound, so you can voluntarily spend bits on it. And let us not forget Honk 3. And the ever elusive Honk 4, which doesn't exist. It's still funny that I managed to outgoose the goose. I feel like I have outgoosed the goose a little bit. Hey, creepy. Clear message Benny with the screenshots. uh. um. I think it took, but it doesn't actually say. What the hell was I doing? Alright, I remember. Let's start with this thing. Just flop it out there. Seems as good a place as any, perhaps. There it is. Yeah. I should have realized, but it was actually exclamation mark heist, not exclamation mark join. Yep. The thing I want. Screw it. I was thinking about grabbing the other the acid thing, but it's fine. Probably fine. Gotta work. Work and lurk. Very good. Better earn that dollar. Earn that shiny dollar. Thanks for hanging out though. Yeah, fallen. Yeah. It's punishment for not working. Only survivor. Use Spoonful as a human shield, that's why. What I'm after is the thing I was after. So this is the no, that's the furnaces. Boop 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 boop. One more boop. More boop. What are you? Rocket fuel. Outpost. I think I've gone all the way around. That's artillery. Smelter. And bigger smelter. Another smelter. Green circuits, red circuits. That's the one. So this wants to be like there somewhere. Like there. Bunch it right up to there. Bush it right up to there. And this thing, I more or less just converted the existing one. Question mark, question mark? I turned off my runner-majig. Hmm. I don't think I checked how much acid this thing makes. Oh well. Yeah, this one didn't get to see it getting done, but there's nothing really dramatic to it. It's basically the same as the last one. Just loaders added. There's a bit more with the belt. Instead of sharing a belt, it's belt weaving. So the red's on a green belt, the output's on a purple belt. Nothing really dramatic. Exciting. It has one pipe too many. It probably, yeah. Because this is, I think this actually takes more belts too. It takes, 6, green circuit trains instead of 4, which the other one does. It still takes 1 red circuit train. The train's meant to lay this way as well. This one's a bit of a weird one. Alright, more importantly, grab the fishies. First step. Always be grabbing fishies. Step 2 is landfill. Lots and lots of landfill. It'll probably take a while because I got to go transcontinental, unfortunately. Probably could have set it up on that one. But that one, I was trying to fill in that one originally. I didn't quite intend on doing it down here. It's going to fit 6 trains. Well, I was thinking of laying them horizontally, but we'll see how we go. It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be entertaining. 6 for all. Yeah, 6, well, 7 total. So it'll stack 7 high. It's 6 wagons, so there's 16 total going across, and then 6 individual wagons per of green circuits per lane here. So you have 6 wagons in parallel, making 1 wagon of blue circuits. It kind of conflicts with this thing a bit. Kinda. So I might need to push it over further. Building massive? Yeah, just a teeny bit massive. Still have the train in my history. Does. Yeah, so it sits something like that there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then red circuit 7. Maybe up a bit further, something like that. The only downside is there's got to have another one. Is here. Another one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. Need 2 of the same. Try to get the fishies. Very important, as always. Space. If I give it enough room between here and there, it should be okay. Should be. Yeah. Important fishy. Okay. Think mods like LTM are viable? They still have their place. They still seem to be. They still seem to have a use. Like they're not completely out of it yet. Certainly limited their usefulness in a lot of cases. I'll give it that. Anything else that needs changing? So change those to Mark 3s. Just to be cool. Come on. Come on. When connects wires in the right spot. doing. Build the big fish? Always. Did I build the fish counter again? I always build the fish counter. No, I haven't built it yet. I gotta find the blueprint. I must have done that for something I was planning on doing and never actually used it. There we go. Okay. Substations look misaligned. I think... No. Seems right. It's hard to tell because of the curve of the wire. Like, you can see there, they're horizontally, they're holding steady. Yeah. Yep. That'll probably help. Yeah. They're all in line. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the long reach on the wire. Missing stuff. All important fishies. Time to lay some more of this down. And then we can get the second one in, and I believe the expression is bingo bango, something like that. Bingo bango completo. Is there a bug in this version for ghost placing? It's been disabled. Where is the fish outpost? Technically it's at starter base at the minute. Yeah, I gotta find the blueprint. Gotta dig it up. I don't know where I left it. Did I leave it in just the blueprint library? Oh yeah, I did. That's easy. I thought I'd removed it from the library. It is good. Then we can have the fisher meter. And for the Congress should be enhanced. It is a lot better with the Mark III bots. It's a lot more effective. Oh, for sure. Extra cargo capacity does help. That. Floop. Yeah, look at them go. I mean, transcontinental, and they can carry a lot. What does it say? Yeah, +8 versus they're already 3. So they can carry 11. Versus these only carry 8. 1 plus 8. These are 2. Are they 3 plus 8 as well? Maybe they should only be like 2 plus 8 technically. Look of adding the option for boss to place multiple tiles in the same trip, but has not been added. I thought that was a thing, or is that technically cliff explosives only? Yeah, they can only carry 1 tile at a time. Because it was the functionality Or the equivalent functionality is there with cliff explosives. But I guess it's not available for everything else yet. For some reason I thought it was a thing. I guess because I'm getting confused with the FFFs. Alright, I think the next thing to do... either way, the increased speed definitely helps it. Now, did I? Yeah, here. Not using anything. What I want to know is how much this uses. Uh, 60k, 70, 80. There were all that's going off. Let me check the lab. So we need for the base. It needs 139,000 acid per minute. And it's using 100. Well, 108. Which means if I want two of those builds, that's 210 to 220. They do place multiple tiles. I wasn't going insane. Thing is that if it's like 215. What is that? That's 12 million. No, that's the wrong way. Divide by 6. It's 3,600 total. Landfill, admittedly, is a bit of a weird one. It's 3,600 acid per second, currently. That's an oddly specific number. I think that's all. Ghost blueprint still work from map view. Yeah, fortunately, blueprinting is unaffected. 3,600 a second. Stinking. I mean, that's already a lot. I could probably benefit from having these divide up into like pairs or something. Like one there, maybe one there. One. Is that symmetry? Yes. I was counting that one. They can have 3 sets of chemical plants producing there. Get what's needed. Where is it? That one. What is this one originally? It was just the 2. Yeah, and then I had the pump like that on the full beacon, almost full beacon. So 1, 1, 2, 1 there. One there. Hey, Glacier! Hey, Dawn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Might be a few too many thingies. That's fine. The more the merrier. That bot stream, yeah. It's funny, you can see the construction bots only go to there because the logic bots are bringing the landfill to this chest here, this buffer chest. It's got that going for it as well. Let's grab some supplies. Actually, grabbing some coffee wouldn't be a bad idea too. I do like the dirt trail that you leave behind these days. It's a nice touch. Yeah, so the buffer chest is calling for landfill, so the logic bots are bringing the landfill to the buffer chest, and then the construction bots only need to go to the buffer chest. Yeah, the buffer chest is the green one. It's a requested chest that bots can then pull from as well. You, you. Huh. I'm gonna have to go back to base. Technically back to oil, if anything. And fix that request that's not working. And I might just do the coffee again after we fix that. And we'll find our way back down to blue circuits and we'll build the thing. I have to do it by hand. Eventually I have to do red unload. It's sort of working as it is. I'm kind of avoiding it at the minute. That's slowly getting built. I want to do a complete overhaul of the starter base, and to do that I need more of the basics up and running. So what I'm gonna... First thing I need to do... That from that. To... You know what, I'll just leave it out completely. Doesn't need it. You... And you. You're gonna want like 400 and 200. And then I'm gonna steal some of them. My lot is on, yes. No bots here. No. Interesting. It might actually explain a lot. Steal some of them anyway. That's why they didn't get thrown in the bin. Did I deconstruct this robot port or something? Trying to go, like, make everything... Yeah, I'm gonna build the... I'm gonna convert the entire starter base into a make everything sandwich. Similar to the rail bus, if anything. Closest. That. They can place multiple landfill tasks. They weren't doing it, interestingly enough. It's good to know, though. You know what it'll be? It'll be a limitation in the construction queue. Alright, I think I'll go do the coffee refill and then we'll continue on.